Hello, hello, hello to all of my Geminis, and Happy New Year to each and every one of you Geminis. Let's get right into your reading, Geminis. We are still experiencing this cycle that we're in. Yes, it may be the beginning of a new year, so Happy New Year to each and every one of you all, but we are still in a cycle that hasn't finished yet, hasn't closed out yet. It doesn't close out until the 20th of January. So let's get into it. Let's get right into it, Geminis. Let's get into it. And making sure that you are taking care of yourself. This is self care. Self care. What does it really look like? What does it really look like? So hopefully I can answer some questions for you. Here we have the Eight of Pentacles, the Justice card, the Page of Swords. We have the Everything is Fine, and we also have the Knight of Cups. All right, so it looks like somebody is severing ties with something for good, and Source is saying to you, everything is going to be fine. You know, severing ties with something for good, and Sources says everything is going to be fine. You're learning how to balance out your own skills of justice, especially after coming out of a situation where you feel like I'm just tired of everybody trying to take advantage of me. I'm sick and tired of everybody trying to take advantage of me, and I'm tired of the manipulation, the lies, the gaslighting, and all of that. And so, in a very classy way, you have decided to sever ties, not like necessarily sue a person, but again, you've decided to sever ties. Somebody just wants something different on the other side of all of this. You know, stop the pain, because this is a lot of sword energy that somebody's been thinking about. So somebody just wants to stop the pain. And swords, the way you do that is get on your horse and get as far away from that energy as possible. Save yourself. The only savior you have is within you, which is Source. Source is like, save yourself. Let's me and you just ride on into the sunset. And so part of the process with that is listening to sacral chakra music. I know you all have heard me say that a lot, but you want to first flush out all the toxins, clean off all of these wounds, flush it out with sacral chakra music, which is connected to the element of air, because it's also going to serve to help you to be in receiving mode. Remember, your energy is directed outward as a divine masculine, but you also have access to activating your divine feminine and creating space for additional streams of income and healthy emotions, right? You want to receive healthy emotions. You want to receive wealth. That's where your cups energy and your pentacles energy comes in, is that you want to receive healthy energy, right? So again, Source is saying to you in a very classy way, you say, I'm just severing ties with something and I'm moving on. I'm severing ties with something and I'm moving on. It's just draining to keep putting energy, like hurt people, hurting other people. So here's some questions you want to ask yourselves during this time of nurturing yourself. Cancer is the mother sign as well as the money sign. That's why I said somebody is tired of hurt begetting hurt. So you may have hurt me, but instead of me, it could have been years ago where you would have hurt them back. Today you're like, I'm taking my power back. I'm just walking away from you. I'm just cutting you off. I'm moving on with my life, right? So the first question you want to ask yourselves, Gemini, is one, what makes you feel safe? Because that's going to be important, because if something doesn't make you feel safe, you're going to start training yourself and disciplining yourself to listen to your intuition, right? Second question is, what is your sanctuary, your place of peace and calm? Is it an inner state, certain environment or specific place? Like some people have a prayer closet, some people have a prayer room, some people have a prayer house, you know, like they could go to church, you know, that kind of thing. But what makes you feel safe? Third question is, do you know your female lineage, like the stories of your mother and grandmothers? That's also going to be really important too. As to why somebody may have overgiven something. Here we have a Tower moment. We have the Page of Cups. We have the Two of Cups. We have the Knight of Swords. We have the Temperance card, and also the Eight of Pentacles. So again, your wealth is growing. I mean, meaning your relationships with other human beings, that's growing. That's what I'm talking about. Your money is growing. Right here we have the Tower card. So something is happening here where there could be a Scorpio or an Aries involved. They can even be on the cusp, but this is where Source is saying, where do you want to put your energy? Because this is attached to Mars. Mars is currently retrograde. Where do you want to put your energy? And I see you putting your energy as saying, you know, the same swords that people said to speak horrible about me behind my back, or their actions may have cut me like a sword. I'm a different person now. I'm at a higher frequency. I'm vulnerable, but I'm walking away from it, right? And so I had deep emotions about it at first, but guess what? I'm better served at just nurturing myself, because they cut themselves out of my life for good. Somebody says, it could be, because we're looking at seven swords. It could be seven or more, excuse me. And so you're doing things to nurture yourself, like really being your own best friend, right? When it comes down to it, these both are your hands, right? Your divine masculine to your divine feminine. I'm focusing on nurturing me. I'm focusing on nurturing me. And so here we have the Temperance card. Remember I said somebody could be on a cusp too. So you could have Scorpio that's on the cusp of Sagittarius. It could be Aries on the cusp of a Gemini or Taurus even. That somebody's saying I need to go ahead and move on from this, right? And so instead, let me start making room for at least 16 streams of income. Let me do that. I'm a highly creative person. I got a podcast in me. I got a book in me. I got a YouTube channel in me, right? I got some TikToks videos in me. Anything where I can monetize. I got all this creative energy in me. I can, I just need to get as far away from some energy. So that's what I'm seeing for somebody. Like I said before, everything is fine. You got your questions that you can ask yourself during this time. And let's see what else your cards have to say. Again, this is about nurturing yourself. Matter of fact, here's the key thing right here. The Seven of Swords right here is the key thing that I'm seeing in your cards. You, in a very classy way, walking away from something that just no longer serves your highest purpose is key, because all of this hurt that I'm seeing here, like hurt could have been like death of a loved one, it could have been the ending of a job, it could have been an ending of a romantic relationship, whatever it was that really, really hurt you, Gemini, it just like I said, it could have just been a very painful last quarter. It could have been a painful last 2 quarters. It could have been a painful year. But Source is saying to you, everything is fine. Here we have the Eight of Swords. We also have the Three of Cups. We have the Strength card. We have the Two of Swords. We have the Hermit card, and also the Six of Swords. So somebody's, like I said before, taking your power back unapologetically. And here we have the Eight of Swords. So somebody was like kind of sort of bound, like, what am I going to do about this? So the end result is that I'm getting up and I'm walking out of several people's lives. I forgive you, but you have no more access to me. No more. Here we have the Two of Swords. Somebody was in denial for a long time about something that was going on. Somebody just didn't want to believe certain things, but now you're like, you know what? Now I believe it. It is what it is. I'm moving on. I'm tapping into my strength. I'm getting my laser focus back. I've been in hermit mode, analyzing a situation from top to bottom. I don't need to analyze it anymore. I've decided to forgive and move on, and just you have zero access to me. So you're thanking Source in advance for just the strength that you had not to react to something, and just instead decide I need to make a final decision to move on from something and nurture myself, right? So somebody is not vibrating low at all. Like I said before, you got downloads of messages coming through, but you're keeping your vibrations high. You're not trying to hurt anybody. You know that people are thinking about you, but you're like, there's no way I'm going backwards in that direction again. So, yep. So that's what I see for you. So it's a lot of air here. We know that the air. The element of air is connected to the heart chakra, but it's also connected to thinking. So somebody's heart was in the right place, it looks like, but again, all of this hurt that I'm seeing here, you could have been cutting people with a sword with your words and your actions, so you decided, hey, let me move on from this. Here we have Seven of Coins. I do see somebody's money growing. Yeah, so you've been planting seeds for a long time, like I said, you've been depositing energy out into the universe, and so that's what somebody can't take away from you, is what Source is giving back to you, because it all comes from Source anyway. So what Source is giving back to you, and so there's a lot of wealth coming somebody's way. Remember, keep in mind, money is connected to your relationships with other human beings. So staying connected to energies that were just really backstabbing energies, just to stay connected, was actually cutting into your money. So it's like somebody was connected to energies that was just like really just backstabbing energies that, believe it or not, was messing up your relationships with people. Here we have music. Somebody could be a musician. Somebody could play music, but also the drums, you're beating away all that negative energy, like beating on a drum, beating on a tambourine, listening to sacral chakra music, focusing on forgiving people and releasing that into the universe, flushing all of that stuff out so you can get rooted and grounded again, right? Get your root chakra, your heart chakra, your sacral chakra back in alignment. Just get everything back in alignment. So let's see what else we have here before we go ahead and close out your reading. Let's see what else we have here. Let's pull some oracle cards, and then we're gonna pull a number card, and then close it out with a spirit animal card. All right, but again, Happy New Year to each and every one of you Geminis. A personal issue reaches resolution. Yeah, there we go. Full moon in Cancer. A personal issue reaches resolution. So yeah, we do have a full moon in Cancer, and that is, like I said, Cancer is the money sign, but it's also the mother sign, like how to mother yourself, how to really nurture yourself. You know, especially when you feel like I need a little extra extra nurturing, a little extra self-care. You are figuring out how to do that, right? Again, you're saving yourself from a situation. Yeah, plan a vacation. It's time to go somewhere and relax. It's time to go somewhere, relax, nurture yourself. Hopefully you're going somewhere where it's beautiful water so you can recharge from being around water. You know, hopefully you're doing that for yourself, just to kind of sort of just recharge and reset and nurture yourself, right? I got to keep saying that, keep driving the point home to nurture yourself, nurture yourself, nurture yourself. There's a lot of sword energy here, so there's been a lot of overthinking of a situation or situations. 222, I am balanced. Trust that the seeds of your thoughts are growing as you are nourishing them with words, feelings, and actions. That's right. Words, feelings, and actions. Words, feelings, and actions. Words, feelings, and actions. Let's pull an affirmation card, and then we're going to get the spirit animal card, and let's see what we got going on here. Let's get the spirit animal card going. All right, so here we have bliss. Like I said, somebody's going to be very happy. Affirmations for bliss. I liberate my highest self. My life is full of wonderful surprises. I am free to be me. I express my individuality. I am grateful for my unique qualities. I see the beauty in the highs and lows of life. I am connected to all that is. I am grateful for silver linings. Grateful. So again, focus on nurturing yourself, Gemini. Make sure it's an amazing year of love and forgiveness. Forgiving yourself, forgiving other people, keeping your vibrations high. You want to start out the year on a high note. Leave all that other stuff behind. Here we have your spirit animal is a sea serpent. I saw this come out in somebody else's reading. Okay, sea serpent. And this is, yeah, so of course, obviously, it has something to do with the sea, but let's look and see what this, so this, by the way, this is the Animal Spirit Guide book, just in case somebody wants to know. A lot of people ask me, what book is that? What card, where does that come from? So there's a deck of cards that look like this on the back in case somebody is purchasing the card. That's what it looks like, so just in case. So let's look up the sea serpent. What does a sea serpent mean? What does the sea serpent mean? There we go. It means healing, emotional wounds, expressing desires. The sea serpent represents the energy of expression. Whether it's emotions, creativity, sensuality, or desire, the sea serpent helps us move and direct our energy into a healthy current. When the essence of this card is in balance, we express ourselves creatively and sexually without fear or shame. We know what we desire most. Our hearts are at ease and our relationships are meaningful and enduring. We loosen the grip of self-judgment, and we let the cool waters of forgiveness in to heal our wounds. When the energy of the sea serpent is not yet activated, our emotions and creativity are left in the muddy waters. The current of expression stagnates in some areas of our lives, and in other places it floods. It's important to remember, no matter what the waters of our emotional lives look like, the sea serpent loves us just the same. Like a mother, she wraps herself around us in a gesture of protection. She supports us as we learn to express our true nature. So that's what the sea serpent represents. So again, like I said before, Gemini, it looks like somebody has really been through a lot. And that can make you very, very sensitive. It can also make you not only be hurt, be hurt by other people or vulnerable, It could also make you hurt other people. So again, like I said, I see a lot of classiness here. I see forgiveness here. I see somebody saying I need to balance out my own scales of justice within. I need to just walk away from some things, and I need to heal. I need to nurture myself. So your spirit animal is the sea serpent. That is what I have for you. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to make sure I had your number card out here. So yes, thank you so much for joining me again. Happy New Year. I will see you on Motivational Monday. Bye.